Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to trade options on Wealthsimple desktop. I'll likely have to make a separate video on Wealthsimple mobile, but this video is just for Wealthsimple desktop options trading. And I'm going to make it, assuming you know just the basics about options. I'm not going to explain what a call or a put is. This is if you already know the basics and you just want to trade on Questrade because that's the platform you're more comfortable with, or you see this tutorial and you like the layout and the way it looks. Jumping right into it, I already set up the options without showing you the prompts. So I took snippets. I know this is not the best way, but snippets on how to set it up because my current screen will be different from what you see. So jumping right in, if we have Apple pulled up, if you haven't set up options yet, you'll see something on the right saying explore options trading, discover new ways to grow your portfolio with calls, puts, and more. Get started. So when you click on get started, you'll be sent to this screen. Now it says, are you ready to start options or trading options? If you don't know about it, please click learn about options trading. If not, if you already know, let's click start options trading. You'll get taken to this screen. They have to ask you, what is your investment experience? So what your level of knowledge is, low to high, and then what types of derivatives are you comfortable with? If we go here, this is what I filled out. I say I have high knowledge. Again, they're not testing you on this. And I selected I have experience with everything. I have experience with everything except bonds, but I selected it anyways, except in case I want to trade bonds or buy bonds in the futures, but I don't want to. So, and then once you click that, it will say it comes with a little bit of risk. I downloaded the disclosure. It's 65 pages and I put it through ChatGPT just to tell me if there's any red flags. From what I saw, there aren't any. So then I clicked, I've read it and I understood, but I used ChatGPT to understand it for me. Then once you click next, it will say, what do you want to set your account up in? So I have my non-registered and my TFSA. I don't have any money in this yet because I only use Wealthsimple for RSP. And then here it says, auto sell is automatically enabled. To help lock in profits, we'll try to sell. Let me see if I could zoom in. We'll try to sell in the money positions you can't exercise on the day they expire. You can change this in settings. So I do like that this is already set up in case you forget on the day they expire. Hopefully you don't. But once you do all this, you are ready to trade options. Now, as soon as you log in, this is the current screen that you'll see. I have the amount hidden. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. I do like that they have this feature in case you want to hide it. This is my RSP that I've been doing for 5 years. Just for Wealthsimple YouTube videos. But if you want to trade options, let's click on the open search. And then you want to, let's say you want to trade on the S&P 500, which has the most volume. I think it has the most volume other than the Qs as well. But I just want to show you the buttons you have to click and how it works. It is a little quirky. So this should look familiar if you know anything about trading or options. If you want to buy a stock, this is what it looks like. It tells you the margin requirement, and this is important if you're selling naked calls or naked puts. This will come in a little later, but if you look at the top right, you'll see stocks or options toggle. So when you click on options, this is where the chain pulls up. Personally, I like to see calls and puts side by side. I just like to see the price. I like to see it all together. You can toggle how you want it to look if you want a call or a put. This is different than what Questrade shows or other items that other brokerages that I've made videos on. The higher numbers go up, but on Questrade, just make sure the higher numbers go down. So if you want a lower number, you go down, which is, this one actually makes more sense. I'm wondering if I could change this in other brokerage accounts. I actually haven't checked, but how you're wondering, there's no button here to like type in your ticker or type in the contract you want. You're strictly going to be going on the buy or sell, the red and the green. You'll notice, maybe I could zoom in. I'm wondering if people would need to see this a little bit. Okay, so zoomed in a little bit. You have to pick the expiration that you want. They give you all the options here, which is great. If you're doing the Tasty Trade way, you're probably looking for 45 days to expiration. So you see here from today, 42 days. We'll click on this. And then you want to buy a call. So what do? You look for the ask where it says buy and the green side. So we'll click the plus and it brings up the ticker. What I like here, I love that it shows you the break even. So this is good for beginners. Instead of calculating yourself, although you could probably visualize it, and it shows you in a bunch of different places. So here, if you buy, let's say something pretty straightforward, the 655 call for 42 days, your break even is 674. So the S&P 500 has to go up by $19.28 for you to break even. I do like this. And it shows you the open interest and the volume and what it was. I think this is this the midpoint? To me, this looks like the change from what it would have been yesterday, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So I wouldn't use this personally, but let's go over to the right. An options trader ideally wants to limit buy. If you decide, if the spreads are close enough, like you see here, 1933 and then 1938, if you want to be picky, you can do the limit. Most people do. If you want to market buy, this will buy it right now at the price that you want, and you can select the number of contracts you want. So if you want 5, you'll see that the amount changes and then your profit and your loss changes. Let's just focus on 1 for now. If you want to limit, you can select the price. So it tells you what people are bidding and asking for and the midpoint, and it'll automatically go to the midpoint, which is great. Now here, right now, it says when it expires, today at 4:15 p.m., which is great. You have the option to keep it open until it fills. So here it says good till canceled, but that's not necessarily true. They give you 90 days. So good till canceled or June 18th. So you can select this. I could choose a price here. So right now it's $20 to buy, but I could say 15. It'll stay open until June 18th, or if it fills at $15, if you want to buy it right now, just click market buy. Now you have to select the account that you want. So I have no money in anything, but let's click here. So here you will add $27.90, $2,800. It'll be converted to USD. So this is US. I'm buying in US dollars, and I will need to do the conversion, which is fine. It shows me my max profit, which is unlimited, and then my max loss is what I paid for it. So here, what is this saying? It's basically giving me another break even for more visual learners, and it's giving you kind of the same numbers in the chart. So if we click on next, should I show you something? Should I go a little more complicated on this? So this is what it's like to buy, and you're probably wondering, hey, I'm doing a long call. What if I want to do a credit spread? What do I have to do? Let's say I click, I'm not interested in this anymore. I want to click on the 658 strike. So you click here, and then what is this? We don't support this strategy yet. It's a custom SPY strategy. This is what I'm saying. It's a little quirky. You have to work around these features. It won't let you click on both at the same time. You have to delete the old one. So I can delete the old one, and this is the new one currently, but check this out. Previously, I clicked buy twice, but what if I click on the sell? It says I have a credit spread, and it's only available in margin accounts, and you have to go in and enable margin, which I would do, and I would recommend other people doing this. So I'm happy that I get to show you the steps to open this live, because previously I already enabled it, and I want beginners to see how to work it. So let's click enable. And then it is giving me all the amounts. What is it saying? I want my non-registered. I'll click on non-registered margin. So here, get up to triple your buying power, unlock advanced options. That's not advanced. And then you can withdraw cash without selling your assets. Let's open this account. Now that you have your margin account set up, we can go ahead and we can start selling certain spreads. So it won't let you choose the market price when you're doing credit spreads. You only have to do the limit. You can select your account, make sure you're selecting your margin, and then you can set the limit that you want. Let's see if I add another one, what happens. Again, once you go more complicated or outside of like a normal strategy, they won't let you do it. So right now I'm selling a credit spread, but what if I want like an iron condor, which is like a call credit spread and then a put credit spread? So we'll go into the put side, and then we can toggle, we can sell something here. As soon as I click sell, it won't let me, which is fine because we could fix it by turning this into an iron condor. So it's not intuitive if you're a beginner to be doing this because you might be clicking the wrong buttons. I'd want it ideally going forward, if I could make any suggestions, they set this up for you. You can click a button saying I want iron condors and it'll just kind of set it up. But Again, it's kind of the same limits when selling. You can't do market, you have to choose a limit. And then I don't have enough money in this, but when you click next, it'll kind of prompt me. So I need $122 more. Not the end of the world. But if you decide you don't want to do this, don't start clicking on other positions. You'll have to start Xing out of it. Now, there's something interesting that happens when you sell a call. Just watch. So let's say we want 45 days to expiration. Close enough. So right now, I don't have the S&P 500 shares, but I sell a call. So that's a naked call, right? So that means an unlimited loss. So let's say I click here. You notice it says covered call. They don't have naked calls here. They will force you to buy 100 shares. So if I go next, say placing this order would create an uncovered short call position which isn't supported. So they'll want you to buy 100 shares to do this. I do like that it's on the safer side, so you can't make a mistake. It does let you know if you have any S&P 500 shares here to turn it into a covered call. If they want to be more serious about options trading, I think this will have to change in the future. Again, how to fix this, if you want, you can go into a debit spread. If you thought you were doing a credit spread, so this is buying, but if you wanted to sell, you'll have to close this and then click on the other ones. You notice a credit spread. So credit spread means you making money. Debit spread means you spending money and you buying. Let's go on to the put side. So I'll X out of this. I can buy a put, which means I will have to pay them $1,700. What if I want to sell? So we'll go like this. This is a debit spread, so that means I'm paying. If we close this and turn it into a credit spread, this is me earning a credit, $35. Now, what happens if I turn this into a naked put? They won't let you do a naked put. It is secured, and I will need the money set aside. So 651 times 100, 65,000 US dollars, so like 100,000 Canadian. Let's see what happens if I try to buy this. Notice it tells me the max loss. If the S&P 500 goes to 0, that is my max loss, which makes sense. If I click next, it'll say I need 86,000 more dollars. Just remember, it's not telling you here that it's US dollars, and I can't see it, but this is 65,000 US, which turns into 86,000 Canadian. Just be sure of that when you're trading. And again, it kind of tells you here the estimated premium you're going to get. So it's not intuitive. Just check it out. Look, it's confusing because you're earning 1,700 US dollars. So why does it say 2,400? Because it's Canadian. All right, am I going on too long? I'm rambling a little bit, but this is the beginner's way to buy and sell options. I'm going to add money into my account. I'm going to pause here, and then I'm going to buy something to tell you how to close it or to sell it. I wonder if they have a roll function. So I'm going to freeze this. There's going to be an awkward edit, or I add more money into my account. Okay, with the power of editing, I now have $28 in my account. It was in my non-registered. Now it's in my non-registered margin. So just starting from the beginning, if you just want to cut to placing the order, we're going to go the S&P 500. The Canadian stocks like TSX don't have options. Notice how this disappears. This is Canadian dollars. If I go to the S&P, the stocks and options moves. It shows up again, and this is probably going to change in the future. So let's click options. I want just to show you how to buy and sell. So I'm just going to choose something cheap. So just remember, I can't click sell because I don't have enough money. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to turn it into a buy. Select my account. I have $28 here. I'm going to choose market because I want it to get filled instantly. So let's click next. It'll say review your order. So this is $6 US. Remember, it's 6 cents times 100, and then convert it at the US rate, which is pretty bad. 0 fees. That means your fill is probably bad. So they're taking a little bit. You're probably not getting the best fills, but it says 0, which is fine. We're going to go submit order. Order submitted, order filled right away. So let's click done. Now we can go view our holdings. So if we go into like the home page, we could see our holdings. I have a call, it expires today, and it's worth $5.50, so I lost 50 cents. So let's click on this, and I'm trying to see, oh, there's a roll. Perfect. This is what I was looking for. I think Questrade Mobile has a roll function. What this does, it can close it out for you and then roll it to sometime in the future, which I think is great. Check this out. It's buying it back because right now I'm losing money, and then I can roll it out to a date in the future, which I think is perfect. So now what I can do, so I'm losing money, it expires today. I want to roll it, which means closing the current one, opening a future one. So I'm closing this, opening the new one. Now limit price is $1. You'll pay 118 USD, which I don't have. So what I'm gonna do, instead of going the current price, 659, because I don't have enough money, because I only have 20 bucks left, right? So I can go out further in time. This is gonna be horrible. Look at this. $4. I get $4 back. So let's click next. Roll SPY. Again, it says 0, but it's not good for the day. I could do good until canceled, which is 90 days. I get $5 back, so I'm making money on this. Submit order. Order submitted. I wonder if it fills right away. So you notice how it didn't get filled right away. So going into my holdings under my non-registered margin, and you could see the activity. So I transferred in money today. I bought this. This one is pending. That means it hasn't gone through. And let's go ahead and cancel it. So I don't want to wait. I want it to get filled right away. Or let's say I submitted a trade and it's not what I want to do. You'll try to find it, go into your holdings, your recent activity, pending. This is my order. You could modify the order or you could cancel. I want to cancel. And it doesn't give you a prompt saying, are you sure you want to cancel? It just cancels right away, which is fine. But it's done now, and I go back to my positions, which is right here. I can click on it, and instead of rolling, I want to sell or I want to close. You know what? It's not, there's no close button. I was hoping there'd be close. So they have a roll, which is moving it to the future, but I bought this, and the only way to close it is by selling the exact option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go market. I have one contract, and I'm going to sell this exact one, market sell. And now I hope it says sell to close. So that means I know, or I confirm that I'm closing this account. Review order, market sell, sell to close. This is what I wanted to see. This is how you know you're doing it right. I'm closing the account. I'm not opening a new one. Otherwise, it would have said sell to open. If I went into this right at the onset, it would say buy to open. So let's click submit. Order submitted, order filled. And then it disappears. I think that's all I wanted to show you. This is my first time using Wealthsimple. So you'll notice I'm first time using Wealthsimple options. I was kind of learning on the fly with you guys. I played around at the beginning. I hadn't submitted an order yet because I didn't have enough money. I kind of wanted to do it live. This isn't perfect for trading. I would still use interactive brokers or Questrade. I like Questrade because of the user interface. This will get more advanced, I hope. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to make another video on Wealthsimple options trading on mobile, and I'm going to do Questrade mobile as well, but this is a long video. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and tune into the next one.